You have such a way with the words. Hello, Cameron. I'm surprised you're already here. Just click this thing, the notification if you must.
Holding for the pleasure.
Let's speak later.
I'm doing okay, Cameron. Just decided I want to stream until it's time for me to feel tired and pass out. Let's see. I'm pleased that we were able to work together for the betterment of the people of Redcliffe. May Andraste watch over you. Tegan Gooden. Yay. Oh, we gotta obtain an amulet for Cole. Every contact say the amulets are out dear, but you protect spirits. If they are willing to help us. And well, their Legion noble whose private collection includes jewelry from all over Sadis. Out he would miss one piece. Let's just get it from the normal source. Let's see. Report from Antiva delivered to Liliana. The Venatori are smuggling Redlyrium into Antiva, but thus far have evaded our grasp. We believe Lord Enzo of Rallio is assisting them. Clever, well-liked, and has relations among Antivan royalty. We approach him without proof. He will bury his tracks and turn his allies against us. So let's see, 10. You're gonna stream Fortnite, Cameron. Well, I hope it's a good stream. I'll pull you up. Let's see. So attend theater on the same night each week. His home is empty. Few servants during the time my agents could pay a visit.
Inquisitor.
Alrighty. Let's grab these things. Lance forging away. Lance is forging away forward. I'll not turn my back on them, but we have established agreements with their initial hatred of the Inquisition was a device, and they are willing to have us in their favor. Venatori Enclave, fire on approach. Assumed they torched their camp while retreating. Not the case. Camp already destroyed. Venatori dead. Dwarven tools found, but no dwarves, alive or dead. One deep stalker corpse found. Signs of blight corruption. Best guess, Venatori surprised by forces emerging from the camp. Well, assuming they left the same way, we collapsed. No passage possible. Enclaves scored for resources. 4. Return to Skyhold. On return, Inquisition camp message found next to newly opened sinkhole. We always come from for our own. What about you, Inquisitor? The dwarves have sent their message. Like, we know you're a dwarf, Inquisitor. This town did say call for help, so we'll just
To work?
a hole in the surface is precious sky, not our concern. But the thing that it did, if this message Magister shit really brought the blight and the darkspawn, we're no friend of that. Follow these instructions and you'll catch your enemies sleeping. Tell your soldiers not to leave the main tunnel. That's your only warning. And a map to a cave system, number of troops that can pass. Yeah. Haktua. Was that a satisfactory Haktua for you, Amped? I know many things. I'm a being of chaos. Of course I know the internet well. After all, it is a place of madness where chaos reigns supreme. Those that can improv and make up stuff on the spot, those who can speak wild tongues, and those who can dance a dance not seen by many, are those who will find great success. I speak of the Dance of Chaos, of course. Visually, there's nothing notable about it, but what it does, that's the interesting part. And to describe chaos and its dance is rather difficult in all regards. There's some that would say the dance is a simple back and forth. I don't agree. There are people like me who will say that this dance is a intricate dance that to truly use it at its maximum, one must cease being bound by most conventions that people cling to fully strip down to most of the defenses that people claim are what ties them to this world. Once you do that, the dance flows, and well, you'll see the power in it.
Where's my hammer? Not that one. Or that.
Pop the head on. Alrighty.
Inquisitor.
Your worship.
All's well.
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Oversupplied. Never thought a mountain pass could seem like luxury.
Farewell.
Maker be with you.
What's the matter, Blackhall? People could use me at all times, Gorilla. Let's do Varric a favor. Grab him. And Varric doesn't seem to doing too hot. And let's grab Dorian. This horrified thing that Dorian can do real useful stuff right there. We are gonna die tonight. We are gonna die tonight. Bada bada bow 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 bada bada bow bada da 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 na 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 na. Oh, the hiccup, my friend. I was confused why you were saying bless me. Yeah, I can't believe you would. This is the betrayal. Yo, look, it's a unique and magnificent ram creature. I'm gonna kill it. It's a unique and magnificent species. I don't need to catch it. I just have to just cast many a missile. And do that. It's called magic. No, they're my companions. They're my teammates. They can all leave at any moment, any time. They choose to help out. You like the letter D? Well, good news. The mage is named Dorian. It is a pretty good name, I will agree. The dwarf with the crossbow is named Varric. Everyone in this game actually has pretty cool and unique names. Cassandra, Vivienne, Iron Bowl, Cole, Josephine, Liliana. Just a lot of good names in general. Solus. Cullen, or since he's the commander of my army, he is Commander Cullen.
Finally. Started to think you weren't coming.
Nobody said you had to hang out in the creepy cave while you waited.
Well, I did wait, so let's make this quick. These idiots are carrying the red lyrium out in unprotected containers. They don't want to
Cool.
stick around long enough for it to start talking to us.
Why would the containers need to be protected?
Lyrium is incredibly dangerous in its raw form. It can poison or kill dwarves, and we're resistant to it. Sometimes it just explodes. No warning.
Basically, only crazy people mine lyrium.
The mining cast doesn't just sling it into a bucket. It's carried in special containers that keep it under control. And that's normal lyrium. The red stuff is worse. I wouldn't be surprised if most of their miners die just digging it up.
So basically we take lyrium, dangerous, unstable, kind of like uranium or plutonium, where you need to be careful when you're mining it, and then decide, what if we found the really deadly version that is even more unstable? Why should we be careful with that one?
You seem to know more
Clearly,
about
we're
the
dealing with
effects of red
geniuses
lyrium
and
than
not
most.
Varric needed a safer shard.
and not fools who are easy to kill at all.
How did you find this operation in the first place? There must be hundreds of Deep Road's entrances.
I've used this entrance in the past. Varric's not the only surface dwarf to explore the deep roads. Oh, I've got to admit, I was pretty surprised when I came here and found it full of humans.
We'd better get to work.
Sounds good to me.
I'm about to unleash a storm of arrows and magic as just me standing in the battle, absorbing all damage of the foe. You, come here! Haha! You no longer have your friends! Charge! What, do you think the boxes would be your friend? Oh, your friend wants some. Good news, I brought you enough death for all. Come on, class, it's time for death. They never stood a chance. We'll check if the person we took out had anything. Oh, they did? Hi, Weave.
So this is what you do now?
Beg pardon?
Skulking around in caves, shooting guys? Is this your day-to-day?
I usually try to avoid the caves.
Oh, they're flirting. Jump him! Jumps this one as well. Get jumped on. You horrible hell beast. You're going to die now.
did I do now?
That letter you sent me about the red lyrium was the first I'd heard from you since the Chantry explosion.
Had it been that long?
Seriously, if you died in that mess, I'd have come back to Kirkwall and dug you up just to kick your ass.
What would you do if I'd been cremated?
Kick your ashes, of course.
Good friendship.
We should seal the tunnel before more Darkspawn join us.
I feel we already did that part where the pathway is pretty sealed.
How is what's-his-name?
Bogdan? He's in Navarra right now, selling my machine to wealthy landowners.
I heard some of the guild were trying to get you named a paragon for that contraption.
That's not gonna happen, even if I am 10 times the Smith Bronca ever was. A surfacer paragon? Never.
Where did that sound familiar? We aren't gonna give you the title you deserve. We're gonna give you the title that makes us politically happy. Because every species can't get past their own egos for 5 seconds, apparently. This is why I ditched mine and became a being chaos. No more politics. Except for when chaos forces me to be playing politician. Which is annoying.
I built these doors. They probably shut this one from the other side when they heard the ruckus we were making. Ta-da!
Those are good doors. You built the doors here?
You've been here often enough to renovate the cave?
You already know I've used this entrance in the past. I don't know if Eric's told you, but the Merchants Guild is cutthroat. Literally. I built the doors to keep rivals from following me down here and arranging accidents.
Ah, clever.
I guess it's a good thing you came along then.
I get that a lot. After
It's always
you.
good to have a clever friend. The question is, how did they get through? I'll destroy your products. How did that feel?
You know, this is almost fun. Kinda like old times.
I don't recall us ever shooting people together.
Remember crashing Bartran's guild dinner? We might as well have shot him.
This isn't nearly as dangerous as pissing off my brother.
Man, your brother must have been very dangerous. Considering this isn't a threat to us at all. They're all focusing me now.
Check the pockets.
Circle slash. You mage. That mage just did a backwards dance. That was a whole song and dance being knocked over.
How long are you gonna be in Orlais, do you think?
As long as this weird shit is going on, at least. Maybe longer. Why?
You'll have to stop by before Bogdan gets back. You should see my new workshop.
I'll see what I can do. You know your family will kill me if I stop by, right?
They're not gonna kill you.
You always say that, and they always send assassins.
Yep. Well, I'm listening to some of the greatest betrayals of all time. What's the matter with chaos? The Deep Road's key.
There you are. They won't be able to use this entrance again.
Bianca.
Varric, you have something to say?
You want to say something, Varric?
Andraste's ass, Bianca. You're the leak?
When I got the location, I went and had a look for myself. And I found the red lyrium, and I studied it.
You know what it does to people.
I was doing you a favor. You've had people studying it for years now, and they've come up with nothing. I just wanted to figure it out.
You're not saying everything.
How did you go from studying red lyrium to giving the location to Corypheus?
I found out that red lyrium, it has the blight, Varric. Do you know what that means?
What? The two deadly things combined to form something super awful?
Lyrium is alive, or something like it. Blight doesn't infect minerals, only animals. I couldn't get any further on my own, so I looked for a Grey Warden mage. Blight and magical expertise in one, right? And I found this guy, Larius. He seemed really interested in helping my research. So I gave him a key.
Larius? He was the Grey Warden we met in Corypheus's... Oh, shit. I knew something seemed off.
I didn't realize until you said you found red lyrium at Haven. I came here and, well, then I went to you.
That name means something to you, Varric?
He was at the Grey Warden prison where we found Corypheus. And he definitely wasn't a mage before.
Oh, that's just wonderful. So y'all managed to make a bad situation that already seemed like we're screwed, considering I've been to the future where everything is fucked, and made it worse.
You had to know we'd figure out what happened, Bianca. Why did you insist on coming with us?
Varric told me what people were doing with the red lyrium. I had to help make this right.
Well, you know what? I don't fully blame
You
you.
couldn't have known what would happen.
Mafarath's balls, she couldn't. I told her exactly how bad this shit was. I told her to keep away from it.
I know I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I can make it.
This isn't one of your machines. You can't just replace a part and make everything right.
No, but I can try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself, telling stories of what I should have done?
Ha! As if I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
You two need to get a room. I can tell there's romance blossoming here.
Oh, for pity's sake, would you two just get a room?
Sorry, Inquisitor. We've done all we can here. Bianca, you'd better get home before someone misses you.
Varric.
Don't worry about it.
Get him killed, and I'll feed you your own eyeballs, Inquisitor.
Oh, there's definitely a romance between Varric and Bianca. I may not know romance too well, but I know a thing or two enough to say that they are definitely smooching. Let's know now, Gorilla. Have you tried not dying in said fight? Well, I know that not dying tends to be a pretty good idea. I die a lot because of the fact that I'm having fun and I've never tried to take anything too seriously. Yeah, I'm just recommending avoiding death. So why are you attacking me? Unless you secretly want to die. Flash, flash, flash. Get him. Waddle, waddle, waddle. If you're worried about getting cut, then avoid scissors. It's me. It sounded like you need help, so I sent a minion of chaos to get you some points. Did not expect this gift often. The gifts of chaos are not ever present, and not ever provided. Do not expect them all the time.
That had to hurt!
Ram horns. It looked for a second like I deleted a guy from existence. Or a lady, I guess. Bear hide. You wanna know why your teammate is dumb? Is that what I'm hearing, Gorilla?
You heard about Haven? A darkspawn monster, an archdemon, the whole town destroyed.
That convinced you to put your blade away?
Actually, Rue, I'm going to join the Inquisition.
Well, we'll be happy to have you, Rue. I I got to break free. I want to break free. Doo-doo-doo. Song Queen. A, a demon of fire, a bear, and a dwarf walk into a bar. Dwarf is fine, they're too short to be hit by it. Well, Owl, I have a solution for you. It's called butter. If you're stuck, just cover yourself in butter and you'll slip free.
Inquisitor.
Hello, Tommy. I'm doing okay. How are you? Doing okay? See you around, Gorilla. And that is yep. Ready got my stream soon. Enjoy a game. Alright. I get streaming when you're tired. That's what I'm doing currently. Just trying to work off the last bits of energy.
May could be with you. May could be with you. May could
And also is you.
May could be with you.
Everything on the surface smells so wet.
Well, I've been yawning more and more, and my eyes are getting heavy and watery. So, and as I rub my eyes, I feel some crust. So, I'd say making progress towards working off that last bit of energy and passing out. The classic trappings of a nap. Very rarely is the nap worthy of trust.
I'm glad to have answers, but shit. The second she showed up here, I knew. I let this mess happen. I gave her the tig. I am not good at dealing with shit like this.
Think anyone is?
I don't think anyone is equipped any better than you are.
No, the point is, I don't deal with things. If Cassandra hadn't dragged me here, I'd be in Kirkwall right now pretending none of this was happening.
No, you wouldn't.
You know that's not true. You've worked as hard as any of us to stop Corypheus.
Is that true? I don't even know anymore. Thank you for your help back there.
After all this, do you think you'll see Bianca again?
I always do.
Good afternoon.
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned.
We'll talk.
Goodbye.
Here is the request Harriet made. I will see he gets it.
You normally aren't sitting down. What's up? I knew it.
Inquisitor. I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven, the Fade, escaping the breach. In your
Yep.
report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
I tried.
Demons tore her from me. I couldn't stop them.
So you had no time to think, only to act. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did you say anything else? Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
You don't understand?
Wait, you don't know what she meant either?
There are no answers in the Fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her.
Maybe she feels she always failed you. Well, in my opinion, I think this is a thing of...
What we learned at Adamant concerns me. The hero Ferelden and I have been together for years. I nearly lost him to the Archdemon. He's looking for a way to stop the calling from taking him, as it does every Grey Warden. But if Corypheus has power over the Wardens, my love could be in danger.
Well...
If you two are still together, why isn't he here?
His quest took him far to the west, to lands that have never known the Blight. But Justinia needed me here. I owed her that much. My love and I are never truly apart. When this is all over, I will join him again. And this time, nothing will come between us.
What makes him think he can stop the calling?
It has been done before. Grand Enchanter Fiona was once a warden, but something took all trace of the calling from her. A warden mage named Avernus also found a way to prolong his life with magic. It wasn't much, but enough to start the hunt. He will find a way.
I have faith in him.
Yeah, knowing what he went through, he was told, "Hey, the Archdemon's gonna kill you," and he was like, "Nah, nah, I'm gonna kill it and live."
Were the two of you happy together in the years after the Blight?
Happier than you could imagine. The only shadow over our love was knowing that one day I would lose him to the calling. His quest is for me as much as for him. He knows how much I've lost.
What would you like to do?
I do not know where the hero Ferelden is precisely, but I know how to get a message to him. He may have information that helps the Inquisition. At worst, it will do no harm. I will draw up a plan in the war room. Thank you.
You seem to
Problem.
know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
You seem to know Josephine quite well.
I met her a long time ago, but we didn't become good friends until years later. After the Blight, in fact. I'd just returned to Val Rayo, and she welcomed me back by throwing a diplomatic ball. She was the Antivan ambassador at the time, you see. The ball was... alright. Too many politicians. At midnight, Josie and I left to find a real party. We've been friends ever since.
A real party, eh?
Consider a real party.
It's not a real party until someone's small clothes are pinned to a chantry board. And that's all I'm saying about it.
We can continue
Sounds
this
fun.
conversation later.
You know where I am.
We.
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentagast.
The what?
Inquisitor, if you for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentagast.
Oh, y'all better not be planning to ditch me or some crap. I swear to God. You.
No time. Working.
How are you over here? Where's the pillar?
Planning troop movements now?
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the Tevinter Imperium. Andraste changed that, as did the Blights. As for what will come next, I cannot guess the Maker's plan.
Chaos will come.
We make the world a better place.
Because everyone agrees on what better means. I know I want a world where people trust the Chantry and that trust is respected. I want to respect tradition, but not fear change. I want to right past wrongs, but not avenge them. And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
Oh, those are some admirable goals. The impossible is what you should always chase. Because to chase the impossible means that you will make grand acts. And grand acts always will get something to happen.
Even if they're not right, they're certainly admirable.
Some would disagree. They would call it heresy.
They didn't sound like the ravings of a heretic, Cassandra.
Perhaps not. But it takes precious little effort to paint even an act of compassion as damaging.
This is why it has to be changed.
Tell me, what guides you?
Chaos.
You make decisions
My own
that
free
shake
will.
the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
Well, first off, you admire me.
You almost sound like you admire me.
I absolutely do. I may not always agree with your decisions, but how many could do what you have done? You were a prisoner, accused and reviled, yet you've emerged from every trial victorious. The Maker's grace does not make you immortal. You live or die by your own hand. That is worthy of admiration.
Well, I'll be honest, I'm making it up as I go. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. That's how I live all my life. I have a plan here and there, but an intricate scheme? I mean, perhaps on occasion, but not something this grandiose, not normally.
I'm not that assured. I just make it up as I go.
Let all your followers take heart.
What can I say? It's worked so far.
Think of it. Like Andraste long ago, once again the fate of Thedas will be determined by a woman. It makes me proud to know you.
Oh, is it just because I'm a woman?
How is my being a woman relevant?
Because you will join a small group of formidable women who have changed history. You will inspire others for ages to come. Surely you know this. We still have a long road to travel, Inquisitor. Wherever it takes us, I am glad you're here.
I'm glad to be your friend. I want to see if I load that. I'm going to speed through that, but I want to tell her that we're friends.
Planning true.
As for what will come next, I know I want to respect, and I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any.
Even if they're not.
Some. You make decisions that shake. The Maker's grace does not think. It makes me proud to know you.
Well,
I hope we can call each other friends.
I hope so too. We still have a long road to travel.
duh. That's good. Yeah, friends. Anyway, Colin!
You asked for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit... We will speak of this later.
Oh, no, you... the
And
hell you
people
won't.
say I'm stubborn. This is ridiculous. Cullen told you that he's no longer taking lyrium.
Yes. He trusted your judgment on the matter.
He was not interested in my judgment today. Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused. It's not necessary. Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Why didn't he come to me?
We had an agreement long before you joined us. As a seeker, I could evaluate the dangers.
Is there anything we can do to change his mind?
If anyone could, it's you. Mages have made their suffering known, but Templars never have. They are bound to the Order, mind and soul, with someone always holding their lyrium leash. Cullen has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself, and anyone who would follow suit, that it's possible. He can do this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
It's about to get an earful, all right. My man, I did not give permission for you to pull some crap like this. You are going to answer. I mean, I don't determine what you can and can't do, don't get me wrong, but you are not allowed to just up and be like, oh, I can't do my job. I'm gonna stop doing my job. I'll burn that right now. Ah,
Maker's
you
breath.
beat me to it.
I didn't hear you enter. Forgive me.
Talk to me. Hey, at least you missed.
So long as you weren't aiming at me, I'm sure the box had it coming.
I swear, I didn't know you were... I never meant for this to interfere.
I know that. Now, are you okay?
Are you going to be all right?
Yes. I don't know. Did you know Ferelden's circle was taken over by abominations? I was there. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered. I was tortured. They tried to break my mind, and I... How can you be the same person after that?
I can tell you, it's not easy.
They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my Knight Commander, and for what? Her fear of mages ended in madness. Kirkwall's circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
I understand. You have god-awful time, my friend.
Of course I can.
Don't. You should be questioning what I've done. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me.
Addiction ain't easy to break.
Many lives depend on our success. I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it. I should be taking it.
You want my truth? I've never once found that having a crutch like lyrium or something has ever made someone a stronger person. I used to need medication to be functional. I broke that. I decided one day that it was ridiculous that I ever let myself be bound and need something to quote fit in. I shed that, and eventually I shed my full arm that had held me so long. 1,000 pathways lie before you. But I'm not going to order anything. I will never order something like this. But I will tell you right now, I don't think you should take it.
Good enough, Cullen. I'm not asking you for more. The Inquisition can be your chance to start over. If you want it to be.
I don't know if that's possible.
It is.
All right.
Accept Blackwall.
Something on your mind?
That Corypheus, he's a hammer, smashing everything. The Conclave, Haven, Admont. We had wars before.
Not gonna start judging until the party's done.
Another letter for Master Tetris?
All men. An order from the Koros. A new operation. Our agents entered Lord Enzo's home, where they discovered several pieces of correspondence connecting Enzo to the Venatori. Worse, it seems Enzo did more than buy into their philosophy. He is arranging to send volunteers to rid Illyria mines. As they took these people to Rylot's pauper, poorer, more unfortunate residents. Perhaps more unfortunate residents. Few noticed disappearances. Our agents were prepared to confront Enzo with the evidence, but he failed to return. We have since learned that he hired a ship to Hurricane in the free marches. It seems unlikely Enzo knew of our presence, but something spooked him. Mason, Liana has written a noble. Have our agents take Lord Enzo to the free marches. His work for the Venatori must not continue. Let's pray the trail does not run cold. A track, not take. Alright, let's see. Did you manage to get it? I swear to God if you didn't. It is rare to hear of those in our lays treating spirits as anything other than beasts to kill, and rare still for anyone to care enough for one to help them. I've given the amulet to your people freely, and hope that the Inquisition will continue this open-minded approach. We wish you luck in healing this guy, whose rifts have damaged the aid even here in Arabian. Yours is in peace, Lady Anamiria of Dismod. I apologize for any unpleasantness that might have arisen from my last correspondence in the Inquisition. My people have been under tremendous strain for too long, even before destruction of the Conclave. It's taken a toll on all of Redcliffe but that is in the past. Today I write to offer an invitation to the Inquisition. The Baron of Catalan is part of my domain and now lies empty. Bain Herrera lost her life attending the conclave. Her only living relative holds land too far away to administer votes by fraud and custom. The lands are now the property of whomever claims them through skill of arms. A tournament will be held at the conclave the victor taking the title as their prize. But you may send a champion to fight in the melee if you wish. Say we could send a champion. It may not be wise to win, however, Paladin holds grudges. They run a manor, but a chosen envoy could win us Frauden allies. Well, we'll determine that later. And we are prepared to deliver a message to the Hero of Frauden. It will not be easy, but we will ensure the message reaches him. Your command, I will make contact.
Let's see what we have.
I believe in you, Liliana. Warden fought bravely and with great skill. The town of Algemord saved. The wardens themselves took few casualties. Wait for the command. Valgemord have been slain, but it remains unclear what brought these creatures to the surface. There is no sign, and I am concerned they might still pose a danger. Marquis Buffon has made it clear he wishes that we now depart, which leaves me even more suspicious, as most would welcome further help in these dangerous times. The Grey Wardens have volunteered to assist the investigation of the mystery, whatever capacity the Inquisition deems most fitting. Well, I don't think force is the answer. Let me quickly save, and I'm gonna send Josephine. And if it's the bad answer, then I'll load it. And we'll be okay. It's obvious. Alright, Josephine. Some may have been mining in the area and freed the Darkspawn that way. Let me examine the finances of nobles nearby.
The captain sent back sketches of the walls. Our experts say they look elven.
Interesting. Does Corypheus send scholars to find something the elves buried? Or something buried with them?
Have their secrets, but we do not. We know the threat on the other side of their passage. I'd then double that to even a threat of Venatori. Cullen, why would we send more than that? Are you just... Do you want a problem?
Rifts contained in the area. We can send in smaller groups to offer relief.
I agree. Are you well?
A headache, nothing more.
When the dashers up to something, lots of dusters are arming, and all I get are sideways looks when I ask questions. Belair, you remember her? Cutpurse, Castless Band told me she heard them say that they're taking out a deep lord from Orzammar on his way back from meeting the Inquisition. Don't know if it's true, but you might want to find out. Let's get out the roads of Orzammar, wipe out this ambush before it happens. This is a cruel question. I lean towards let's make the call. Let's let Colin make the call. One moment. Hey, Rivla. How are you doing? Yeah, we can just send Colin.
Yes?
What do the people make of us?
There's scarcely a noble house that hasn't openly pledged its support to us.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out
You're
for?
anxious.
Van Weigart of Ferenden
This is
visiting.
bad
A
news
noble
indeed.
Please show no alarm
No.
if you hear shouting in his quarters at night.
Shouting?
His lordship spent a half a year with his lands under
The realm
siege
of
by
chaos can
Darkspawn
be
during the Ferelden
influenced by many a
His wife
feeling.
informs me the band still sleeps rather poorly.
But perhaps a story will help. There once was a young child, foolish and rather ignorant to how the world worked.
Those bands who impose the tolls? The blade passed through the flesh.
One day, they took the house phone. This was an older time when
Touch their hearts.
each house had a phone dedicated to a line, so if it was an odd time.
Let mine be the last sacrifice.
But they wanted to just type in numbers. So they just kept typing in numbers, random numbers. 4445756 1111 1111. Stuff like that. Like, clearly they aren't typing stuff. And then they think, I've heard of 911 before.
Yes?
What would happen if I hit that number?
Inquisitor.
So they did it.
True enough.
They called 911.
Hey, boss. How are you?
They were hiding under their parents' bed, so they thought no one would know of them playing.
What did I tell you?
But then they felt fear. The phone was answered. What to do? They panicked and slammed the phone down. They don't want to be responsible.
No, it's better you not know.
Maker, I hope it's not me.
Yes, let it.
It started out helping, taking the fear away. I won't take too much. I am not that.
Well, the police came and that house, thinking that something was going on. After all, a child just abruptly hung up on them. Well, nothing bad came about it, but well, there's certainly egg on the child's face. This foolish child. They got a sticker though, little badge thing at the, and they thought that was it. They didn't remember the police being like, "This, you really should be careful about that, kid. You're worried."
I found the amulet that Solus told us about. Would you like to try it on?
Yes, but not here. I like it here. We need some place that can go away if it becomes sharp. What do I do with it?
You found one of the amulets. Excellent. May I? It is simple enough. You put it on, I charge it with magic, and you should be protected.
In the end, it was a very silly moment that nothing bad came of it.
Are you ready, Cole?
They can't make me a monster.
Welcome, Rivola. Let's watch someone else get helped.
What was that? Oh, what are you doing to the kid?
Stopping blood mages from binding me like the demons at Adamant. But it didn't work.
Something is interfering with the enchantment.
Something like Cole not being a demon?
Maybe Varric's right.
Solus, is it possible that the amulet doesn't work on Cole because he's too human?
Regardless of Cole's special circumstances, he remains a spirit.
Yes, A spirit who is strangely like a person.
I don't matter. Just lock away the parts of me that someone else could knot together to make me follow.
Focus on the amulet. Tell me what you feel.
Warm, soft blanket covering, but it catches tears. I'm the wrong shape. There's something. There. That way.
There's something wrong.
We'll find whatever is preventing the amulet from working, and we'll make it right.
All right, kid. Get Cullen and work with him on the map to figure out where you're sensing something wrong.
Will you come with me? All of you?
Sure. All right, I get it. You like spirits. But he came into this world to be a person. Let him be one.
I think Varric's right about this. Rivola, you've listened to Cole. Cole likes to help people. Do you think that Cole wants to be more human? Rivola, I can tell you this much, okay? There's no wrong answers. I've played this before. Unlike Solus, where that choice was to determine whether or not he was going to be hardened. I won't make you choose, but I'll give you the heads up that pretty much very few choices are like the Solus choice.
If I see a way to protect Cole without taking away whatever he is, I'll use it. But Cole clearly needs our help.
I'm not saying we do nothing. But that ritual of theirs only works on demons, right?
This is not some fanciful story, child of the stone. We cannot change our nature by wishing.
You don't think?
However we deal with the problem, our next step is to track down whatever is interfering with the enchantment.
Cole is a good kid, by the way. But I won't make you choose, Rivola. I won't make you choose things that will affect the characters. Would you feel comfortable when we're sitting in judgment and judging bad people? Alright, well, if you're in when we have the big judgment-a-thon where we're judging everyone, then I'll let you, then I'll ask you for your opinion occasionally. I'm going to bed soon. We're in the middle of Cole's thing, though.
Yeah, this should get me through the month. But give me a moment. Greetings. Can I help you?
You killed me.
What? I don't even know you.
You forgot. You locked me in the dungeon in the spire, and you forgot, and I died in the dark.
The spire?
Cole, stop.
Just take it easy, kid.
He killed me. He killed me. That's why it doesn't work. He killed me, and I have to kill him back.
What?
If he killed you, wouldn't you be dead?
Cole, this man cannot have killed you. You are a spirit. You have not even possessed a body.
A broken body, bloody, banged on the stone cell, guts gripping in the dark, dank. A captured apostate. They threw him into the dungeon in the spire at Val Royo. They forgot about him. He starved to death. I came through to help. And I couldn't. So I became him.
Cole. If Cole was an apostate, that'd make the guy we just saw a Templar. Must have been buying lyrium.
Let me kill him. I need to.
Solus?
We cannot let Cole kill the man.
I don't think anyone was going to suggest that, Chuckles.
Cole is a spirit. The death of the real Cole wounded him, perverted him from his purpose. To regain that part of himself, he must forgive.
Come on. You don't just forgive someone killing you.
You don't. A spirit can.
Varric?
The kid's angry. He needs to work through it.
A spirit does not work through emotions. It embodies them.
But he isn't a spirit, is he? He made himself human. And humans change. They get hurt. And they heal. He needs to work it out like a person.
You would alter the essence of what he is.
He did that to himself when he left the Fade. I'm just helping him survive it.
Before I decide anything, I need a clearer picture of what happened.
It seems the real Cole was an apostate, captured and taken to the Circle by Templars.
Who aren't known for their gentle nature.
As the young man starved to death in a dungeon, his pain caught the attention of a spirit, likely one of compassion.
Compassion?
An uncommon spirit, certainly, and all too fragile when its efforts to help prove to be in vain.
We learned about that a while ago. Cold of spirit of compassion, which is why I think that they're a lot like you, Rivala. A being of compassion that wants the best and to help people. One that might be confused by the world, but even if their actions are a bit set in stone or something. Okay, I'm not... Cole in general is a very good, compassionate being who just helps in however they can. And this, them wanting to kill is because of the fact that they're terrified currently. They've seen that spirits are currently everywhere being corrupted and twisted and bent and broken into demons. And they're like, I want to help people. I don't want to be controlled and made to hurt people. So that's why they're so, like, wound up currently. Now the question is, should they grow and become more human-like? Or forgive and become more spirit-like? Either way, I'll give a bit of a spoiler. There isn't killing. Mr. Templar, don't die. He needs to grow, become more human. Alrighty. Souls won't like this, but I think I agree. He needs to grow. He's chosen to become a fairly humanoid. I've never seen the forgive option, if I'm honest, but
Cole will never grow into a real person until he comes to terms with what happened.
Leave it to me. All right, kid. You want revenge? Come with me.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry isn't going to help him now, is it, kid?
No.
Then pull the trigger and put him down like a mad dog. Do it.
No!
How you doing, kid? Feel any better?
No.
You can't make it all just go away. I learned that the hard way.
Forget.
No. He needs to remember. You too. We're done here.
this game's very intelligent. It was intense. Solus wanted Cole to become more, return to being a spirit. This game is a very well done game. All of the Dragon Age games are. Even the worst one, Dragon Age 2, still has plenty of scenes like this.
The amulet will now never function. Cole remains vulnerable to binding.
No, he isn't. The amulet didn't work because he's too human, right? Maybe now the kid's also too human for that binding magic to work on him.
I hope you're right.
It still hurts. When do I stop hurting?
Being with your friends can make you feel better.
Come on, kid. Let's go for a walk. It'll clear your head.
The left hand misses a friend with 2 different names. She's hurting, sad, alone, but everyone can see me now. They remember. How do I put honey in Leliana's wine without her noticing?
I can help with that.
It is good that he is not entirely changed, however human he becomes.
He won't stop being a spirit, but he'll be so human in his own way that he won't be bound. And I think that is beautiful.
Well spent. We look like a capital now. Nearly. And it's spreading to the tent.
Cole is Cole. And Cole will not stop being who he is. This game is beautiful. Solus will grow. Varric is growing in its own way. A problem for dwarf characters is the fact they lived so long and seen so much. Nice was sound. And Master Montelier's advice was sound. We discovered Marquise Effloch has been mining the area illegally, which freed the Darkspawn from beneath the earth. Discovered the Mahal attacked us with mercenaries. The Grey Warden fought off the ambush. Mahal has fled to the Gamdorn Peak. The Grey Wardens have taken losses. But our main high spirits and loyalty to the Inquisition was as grand. Pursuing anyone should always go down to Liliana. We need to have Josephine gathering coin then. But that is the beauty of this game, and I think something that a lot of games like this, a lot of the games I play have. I'm gonna play Deus Ex. Deus Ex is another game that's like, I love games in general, but a lot of the games I play, like Deus Ex, then I'm gonna play Crisis, is like the most mindless shooty of them. But most of them are games that, I summon everyone to the war room because of the fact that things have kind of gone to pot constantly.
Inquisitor.
But what I was saying is the fact that a lot of games I like to play are because of the fact that there's growth to be found in games. I can't tell you how many people will just write off a game as mindless waste of time and stuff. A lot of the games that I want to play on stream have something to tell you. Now, that's not to say that there aren't plenty of games that are just hack and slash and bang, 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 kill the bad guy, kaboom!
The veil holds no uncertainty for her.
But there's plenty to learn and discover as well.
The veil holds no uncertainty for her. You will know no fear of death. For I walk only where you would bid me. In places you have blessed, sing only the words you place in my throat.
I'm going to preach how I think. I am a being of chaos, and I think the way I do because of the fact that I've found my own philosophy. A philosophy bound to chaos. But
Inquisitor.
that's not to stop me from doing what I do. And from also saying there's plenty else to learn everywhere else.
Our heroes strode the winding road, defiant of the vile. Uncertain pause for home and cause, when met the monster's smile.
We'll see.
A man his kin, through blood and sin, a bastard of the gloom. A rising cut through bone and gut, an awful skyward blue. I think this one is simply not my style.
A medieval fangirl, huh? That'd be interesting.
Inquisitor, a title hard to rhyme. A challenge for another day, I think. Forgive me my distractions, Eminence. I'm overwhelmed by you and what you've done. My name is Meriden, a humble bard. Carry on. The day finds you of well and sturdy health?
Okay, we're gonna check in on Sarah. Just checking to see how she talks, because of the fact that been trying to figure out where I am standing because of the fact that apparently the way they say hi an indication.
Can't wait, what's on?
I think that's a good thing.
I
Hey, how you feeling about me?
should get to know each other. Look, you're nice. Let's travel around.
Alrighty. Let's check in on Cole.
She knows they're going to kill her. Can only save what's important. Precious space to remember her smile.
How would you like to get out of here? Maybe do something fun.
I don't know. I've never tried.
Come on.
Let's do something. Yeah, we've been shot down by Sarah yet again, but let's go do something fun with Cole before we end the night.
Inquisitor, you honor us with your presence. May I bring a sampling of fine cheeses for you and your guest?
I don't eat.
Well then, just a bottle of a fine Ghislaine White to start. Please enjoy your meal this evening, your worship.
He saw me. They all see me.
I'm proud of you.
I'm glad you've allowed them to.
I don't know if I did. I find people when their pain leaves them open. I ease the pain. I leave, they forget. That was enough for me. Now they remember, and I'm not sure...
Cole?
There was a mage named Reese at the spire. He was one of the few who could see me. He was my friend. My only friend for a long time. Evangeline showed me that Templars could be kind, but even she...
There is no wrong answers here, Rivola, and I think that this is a good way to ease you in if you want. How should we respond to this situation? Is this painful, huh?
Cole, if this is troubling, we don't have to talk about it.
Gentle. You watch me walk into darkness over and over, and you always worry. Thank you. But this isn't about them. It's about... When I found out I wasn't human, when I grew, I lost Reese. I lost my only friend. That's why I was scared about letting all these people see me. That's why I laughed.
Made yourself laugh? You're hiding the fear? Or you've lost me? I think that it is a... I'll say what I have to say after Rivola says what they think. I think it's kind of cute and relatable. It's... They're hiding fear, and to laugh at fear is one of the oldest things, and I'll admit that for a while that's what I did. I would just laugh. I think eventually I stopped being able to tell if it's a fake laugh or a real laugh. When it came to fear, I just laugh all the time. It helps, but I don't know. It's kind of wild when you think about it.
You're covering the fear with laughter?
No. This world taught me that changing means losing your friends. But now I know that doesn't have to be true. I have enough self to know that what I felt was foolish. Isn't it wonderful?
I think it is wonderful, but what about you, Rivola? Isn't that wonderful? When you learn that something you believed was foolish and that you can move past that thought. That it's no longer what will bind you. You're free. It is indeed.
It's another good step, Cole.
I might like being human. What do you think I'll learn next?
Cole isn't fully human, but we've made him pretty damn human. Human enough to grow for now, at least.
Faith seeks a friend in compassion, cautious, careful, too much gray, but growing.
May I ask how things are now that you're more human?
It hurts. Everything hurts. Everyone remembers me now. I can only make them miss me for a few heartbeats. But I'm real. More real, anyway. And I understand more than I did.
Why can't you make people forget you anymore?
Because I'm real. The forgetting was for both sides. They weren't frightened by me, and I wasn't hurt by them. Making people forget was a defense against people attacking me, and having what they saw in me stick. Because I'm real, everything sticks. Whatever people think or feel about me stays.
Can you still help people if you can't make them forget?
It's harder. I can't start over if I do it wrong. But seeing me changes them. They know a person wants them to hurt less. That helps.
I'll talk to you later.
If you like. He
You want to make sure.
to fight with a secret flaw, part of a glorious strategy. If you like.
Not sure who he's talking about, but that does sound like quite the strategy. Well, let me just set up a raid quickly. And thank you all for tuning in for tonight. It's been a wonderful time, and I hope that you all remember to laugh at life, because it makes life a little easier. Goodbye.